Good afternoon and welcome. This will be a country analysis over Estonia, brought to you by myself, Antoinette Guillen as project manager, Raymond Craig, and David Lopez.
Hello, my name is Raymond Craig, and I will be providing a country overview for Estonia, more specifically, information regarding where in the continent of Europe the country is located, information about the independence of the country and its lineage, the capital city, and some demographics about its citizens. Estonia is located in northeastern Europe and has a landmass in excess of 28,000 square miles. Its borders encompass more than 1,700 square miles of water, as well as 1,500 islands spread across the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea surrounds the eastern border of Estonia, while its northern border is shared with the Gulf of Finland. Border to the west of Finland is Russian, while Latvia borders Estonia to its south. According to the CIA's World Factbook, 22% of land in Estonia is used for agriculture, while 52% is used for forest, and the remaining 26% is undeveloped and uncategorized. Estonia's history is littered with periods of control being established by foreign powers. However, the Estonian website does show that the formal date of independence for Estonia is February 24th, 1918, when the Declaration of Independence was signed by a Council of Elders. However, independence was lost by Estonia in 1940 when Russia invaded the country and took over control of its government. This was short-lived, as in less than 50 years, the Estonian people were able to vote for their own independence in March of 1990 and signed into law their independence on August 20th, 1991, with the Soviet Union recognizing Estonia as a sovereign nation in September of 1991. As a country, Estonia has a president, Kersti Kaljulaid, who took oath of office on October 10, 2016, for a 5-year term. The president leads a parliamentary republic, which is a form of government, with counties represented at the national level by a federation of leaders elected by their citizens. Those citizens total more than 1.2 million, with 25% of them being less than 25, 54% of them being between the ages of 25 and 64, and 20% of them being older than 65. Of its 1.2 million citizens, 53.2% are female, while 46.8% are male. And the infant mortality rate is 9 deaths for every 1,000 lives, and the life expectancy for the average Estonian citizen is 77 years. While having a general understanding of the country overview for Estonia is important for any business organization considering business in Estonia, it's also important to understand the business practices of the country. In this section, I'll provide information about the national language as well as the business language for Estonia, give information about the literacy rates, as well as some laws regarding work schedules and holidays and leave policies established by the government of Estonia, and I'll finish by covering what time zones and what form of currency are recognized in Estonia. After declaring its sovereignty from Soviet rule in 1991, Estonia took many efforts to establish free trade, one of which was by joining the World Trade Organization in 1999 and subsequently joining the European Union as well as NATO in 2004. This has established a free trade market environment in the country of Estonia. Its national language is Estonian, however, the business language is recognized as Estonian, English, as well as Russian, given it shares a border to its east with Russia. The literacy rate for its citizens aged 15 and over, that being those who can read and write effectively as a form of communication, is 99.8%, with both male and female population having that same literacy rate associated with each of them. Those literate citizens of Estonia provide a robust and well-educated workforce. And that workforce, under Estonian law, is capable of working Monday through Sunday, all 7 days a week. However, Estonian law does say that the typical work week, on average over the course of a 4-month period, should average to 40 hours per week to be considered full-time. Overtime is allowed, however, That is only up to 48 hours on average per week, and again, it uses the same 4-month factor in determining when those weeks and those hours are calculated. Estonian law also requires any business who has offices in Estonia to afford 28 calendar days of leave, as well as has a compulsory law for the recognition of 10 federal holidays in the country of Estonia. Those holidays and all business practices for the country of Estonia take place in Greenwich Mean Time plus 2, so 2 hours ahead of the world clock located in Greenwich, England. While knowing the currency of the country that you're doing business in is important, it's also important to continuously monitor the exchange rate of that country as well as your own exchange rate. In this case, as of February 9th, 2019, the euro currency, which is the formally recognized form of currency in the country of Estonia, is $1 to 0.8832 euro dollar.
Hello class, this is David Lopez. I'm going to be discussing the economic situation in Estonia. Economic resources for Estonia are engineering, food, electronics, wood, textiles, and telecommunications. The country's GDP is 41.65 billion US dollars. The per capita GDP for Estonia is 31,700 US dollars, and the average income is 15,711. The country's main imports include machinery and equipment, mineral fuels, food, vehicles, chemical products, and metals. Its main exports include machinery and electronic equipment, food, mineral fuels, wood products, base metal articles, furniture, bedding, and vehicle parts. Estonia's imports total 14.42 billion US dollars, with their trade partners Finland, Germany, Lithuania, Sweden, and Latvia. Estonia's exports total 13.44 billion US dollars, with trade partners Finland, Germany, and Lithuania. Hello class, this is David Lopez, and I'm going to be discussing the competitiveness of Estonia. Estonia is improving its reputation for transparency. It has transparent legislative procedures and privacy laws that allow its citizens to review who has accessed their personal information. Estonia ranks 15th in property rights in Europe. Estonia recently became independent from Russia in 1991. The country's infrastructures include 18 total airports, out of which 13 are paved and 5 are unpaved. The country also has 10,427 kilometers of paved roadways and an astonishing 47,985 kilometers of unpaved roadways. There are also 335 kilometers of waterways in Estonia. Estonia has 2,145 kilometers of railroad infrastructure. As far as innovation is concerned, Estonia ranks 30th in the world and 19th in education. Estonia ranks 20th in technological readiness.
Hi, I'm Antoinette Guillen, Project Manager. Let's talk about Estonian healthcare. Let's talk about Estonia's healthcare by the numbers. In 2015, there were 3.43 physicians per every 1,000. Also, only 5 beds per every 1,000 inside of the country. These numbers are on the decline due to the aging workforce, with the average general practice doctor being 51.4 years old. Estonia also spends 6.4% of its GDP on healthcare expenses. Estonia is considered number 1 as far as innovation. As far as healthcare, there is e-Estonia, where 99% of all healthcare data has been digitalized. Also, 99% of prescriptions are also digitalized. Estonia is one of the only countries in the world where 100% of their healthcare billing is electronic. They also have a unique service, e-ambulance. With this service, your location can be tracked within 30 seconds of your call. Doctors have access to time-critical health information as far as blood type, allergies, and past medical history.